Hey, what's up? This is Craig Smith with Energy Up Solar. Today I'm going to discuss net energy metering, NEM, and why it is so important to the solar industry. So, I don't know how many people remember back in 2015, a lot of the solar companies left Las Vegas towards the end of the year. They all bounced out of town because solar all of a sudden didn't make any sense. At the time, I wasn't in the solar industry, and I had no idea why solar all of a sudden went from hot and cool to cold and dead all overnight. Well, it's because of net energy metering. So every customer who goes solar, for the most part, unless they have enough battery storage to get them through the nights when the sun's not up or through periods of time where there's little solar energy, they need to have some type of an exchange agreement with the utility company so that solar makes sense. The best way to explain it is that in the day when the sun's up, your solar panels should be powering your home, everything you need. But when the sun goes down, the utility company you have starts to feed you power to get you through the night until the sun comes up, and then it can start powering your home again. Well, the way net energy metering programs work in a perfect world is your utility company, in the day when your solar system's producing enough power, hopefully more power than you use, they take your extra power production, it spills back into the power grid, and they credit you that. So if they buy 1 unit of power, 10 units of power, however many units of power that they buy from you in the day when the sun's up, they take your extra credits and they put it as a credit on your account. So now at night, when the sun goes down and you need to buy power from them, the hope is that at the end of the month, it's a wash. You trade credits for them in the day that you produce for the units of power you bought from them at night. Well, that only works if there is a fair compensation for the credits that you're given. So to give an example, if the utility company is charging you 30 cents for the power that they sell you at night, but they're crediting you 5 cents for the power that they buy from you in the day, well, you're off 25 cents per unit. So you're still going to have a big chunk of a power bill. Now, some utility companies offer a 1-for-1 credit. Some do it to where it's close to being 1-for-1. So as long as you're producing enough power, there's like a dead even exchange. And even if you got to pay a little bit to the power company, no big deal. That's when solar makes sense. Now, right now, for example, in California, there's a proposed net energy metering adjustment that would just crush solar, where they're giving homeowners a fraction of what the power is being sold for to them. So they're going to be stuck with a high amount of power bill still with the utility company because the net energy metering program doesn't make sense. It's not equitable, right? Now, the argument for the utility companies is, hey, that's what we pay for the energy when we go elsewhere. Like when we buy renewable energy, we're paying that for it anyways. So why are we going to give a homeowner more if we can buy it for this? And I understand that that viewpoint, right? Because there's validity to it. The thing is this: we all need renewable energy. Even the utility companies need renewable energy, not just because it's environmentally friendly, but there's in many places like where I live in the state of Nevada, there's a state mandate that by the year 2030, there's going to be 50% of all power sold comes from renewable energy. So they have to increase renewable energy production, and there are these renewable energy standards that are similar to that across the country because we know that we need to find a more sustainable way to power a growing population. So renewable energy it's something we kind of gotta we have to adjust to. We have to find a way to make it work. And when utility companies, in a sense, offering, almost usury rates for homeowners, it doesn't make sense financially for a homeowner to go solar. Now, that being said, when the cost of storage like batteries comes down and it's more cost effective, which it will, it probably in the next 5 to 10 years, buying a battery storage system would make sense financially, and then it wouldn't matter what they're exchanging you out for, because instead of exchanging day power with night power, you can just store your excess power in the day in a battery and power your home through the night, and then it really wouldn't matter what they're exchanging, because you don't need to exchange. You become your own exchange. But that's not where we are today. So all this being said, net energy metering it's basically a bartering system with you and your utility company. And if they give you fair rates, solar makes sense. If they don't give you fair rates, then you're kind of stuck with the bill still, and going solar might not make financial sense for you in that sense. But even if utility companies across the country started to, in a sense, take a dump all over solar in that way where it didn't make sense, once the battery storage systems become more cost effective, it wouldn't matter. Battery storage is going to give homeowners leverage over net energy metering. And we're not there yet, but we will be. If you're in a market right now where your utility company is offering fair net energy metering exchange, you should jump on it. You should jump on it now before others try and follow what California is trying to do. And I don't think California is going to get the rates that they're proposing now. I think it'll probably end up somewhere in the middle. Because the cost of power in California is so expensive, it'll still probably make sense if it falls somewhere in the middle versus where it is now, or where the proposal is now, I should say. But net energy metering, before anyone goes solar, they should understand this. Now, I've helped countless people go solar, and I've talked to a lot of people that have gone solar, and none of them understand how this works. People say, oh, I already know solar, Craig. I already did my research. I understand how it works. None of them know how net energy metering works. And it is vital to whether or not solar makes sense for you. It's a key component to the amount of value you're going to get out of solar. Net energy metering does matter. It is vital to if it makes sense. Do your research. Check out whatever your utility company is. Like, we're Nevada Energy here in Nevada. Every utility company has something on their website that explains and gives the details of what their net energy metering program is. Definitely, it's something to research if you're looking into going solar. If you ever need any insight, information, education on solar, check us out at energyupsolar.com. That's energyupsolar.com. Thanks.